everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a festive Christmassy makeup look. It has red lips, which is very festive, and I've got my reindeer hat on and some very festive backgrounds. And I'm so excited for Christmas. It's my favorite time of year. But enough blabbering with the intro. So please, if you want to see how I did this look, please keep on watching. Bye! Hello everyone. So I've already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion and some translucent setting powder. I'm using the Pati Dubroff Dream Palette. In the first shade is Desert Rose, and I'm going to put it in my crease to give my eye a bit more depth and dimension in windshield wiper motions. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Raw, which is the apricot-y peachy shade. And you know how it is. It's just so I could give my eyes more depth and dimension, and the eyeshadows blend a lot easier. So here I am, blending and singing along to songs. Now I'm using the shade from the palette Ochre, which is a light brownie shade. And I'm putting it with an angled crease brush on the outer corners of my eye. Then I'm going to go in with the Clinique Face Moisture Surge Spray. And I'm going to wet my brush, and with the Bronzes ChiChi palette and this gold shade, I'm going to apply it directly on the lid, on the whole lid. Doesn't matter, you can be a bit messy, but just apply it on the whole lid so you get that intensity. Next, I'm going to go in with the ChiChi Bronzes palette in a coppery shade, and I'm going to put it on the outer corners of my eyes so it goes like an ombre metallic from gold to copperish brown, and I'm blending it with the same crease brush that I used to put the Dusty Rose and the Raw shade. Next, I'm going with the white gold shade to highlight the inner corners of my eyes so it's bright and my eyes don't get lost in there. I used my finger to blend everything in, and also the first crease brush I used to blend it, and so I can see no harsh lines from that inner corner highlight. Next, with the Mattes 2 palette in this warm brownie shade, I'm going to put it on the outer crease of my eyes, and I'm going to blend everything in so it's all nice and warm. Next, I'm using the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water, and with the cotton bud, I'm going to clean the under eye area. Now I'm going to skip really quickly ahead so you just see how I do it. Next, I'm priming my face with the Nivea Men Post-Shave Balm in Sensitive, and this has glycerin in it. I know it's for men and it's for aftershave and everything, but it makes your foundation stick a lot better. Now with the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation in the shade 103 True Ivory, I'm going to put all over my face so I get a nice, flawless matte finish. And now I'm blending it with a beauty blender and the Australis Rose Water Makeup Setting Spray so everything goes on a lot smoother since it's a very full coverage foundation. Now you see me blending and reapplying foundation where I have red spots. I really want my foundation to look absolutely flawless because I am going for a dark lip. So it's better when your foundation is completely flawless so you really emphasize the lip color. Next, I'm using the Instant Age Rewind concealer by Maybelline in the shade Light, and I'm going to put it under my eyes, on top of my nose, and I'm going to blend everything in with a beauty blender. Now I have a quick singing break right here to some Christmas song I was listening to. Yep. Okay, now I'm going to set my under eye concealer with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in the Banana and Sand shade. And I'm going to also put it on the places I will highlight. You've seen me do this before, guys. Next, I'm powdering the rest of my face, so my contour, blush, and highlight blend a lot smoother. Now I'm bronzing my face with a big fluffy brush in the shade Java from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. And I'm going to bronze a little bit, not so much. I'm not going to go all in and bronze my face, but I'm going to bronze a little bit since this foundation actually matches my skin right now. It's pale, so I don't want the top of my head and my forehead to look completely pale, and I want to get some dimension and shape to it. Next, I'm contouring with the same contour kit, and I'm going to use the shade Fawn and lightly dust it under my cheekbones so I give my face more structure. And I'm feathering it in a little bit so it's not that harsh. Next, I'm grabbing a Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm going to buff everything in so it's nice and blended. Using the banana shade, I'm going to sharpen up that contour. Look at it, look at it. Look how sharp it looks. Oh my god. Okay, it's not so sharp, but it makes it look a lot sharper. Now I'm going with the BH blush palette, and I'm using that bright pink shade to put blush on my face. And I am putting it on, and then I'm going to grab the Real Techniques buffing brush and buff everything in since it's quite a bright shade of blush. Next, I'm contouring my nose with the same fawn shade. I'm going to grab the Real Techniques, I believe it's the flat foundation brush, but since it's so thin and it has a point, I like using it to contour my nose. Now I'm buffing it in so there are no harsh lines, and I'm also using my finger to soften up those lines. And now I'm grabbing the banana powder, and I'm going to put it on top of my nose so it's highlighted, and see, nose contour. Now I'm going to use the Holiday Collection Dior package little thing, I don't remember what it's called. I'm going to go with the illuminator and highlight my face. Jesus, look at that glow. Seriously, like observe. I'm glowing. Next, I'm grabbing this really thin brush so I could highlight my nose, and you could actually see the difference. So I'm doing a line and then a dot, and I'm blending the line with my finger. And now to set all the powders in, I'm going to use the Australis Rose Water Makeup Setting Spray, and I'm going to set it so all the powders look nice and flawless and don't have the powdery texture. Now with the Mattes 2 palette and a really tiny shader brush, I'm going to put that brownie shade, it's a light brownie shade, under my eyes, and I'm going to go, I would say, about halfway to 2/3 into my eye. I'm not going to completely shade it under. Now I'm going to do my brows. You know how it is. Brows, that's when you really frame your face. I love it. Next, I'm setting my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel so they don't move and it's rock hard. Now I'm going to curl my eyelashes. You know, my eyelashes really point downwards and they don't stay up, so I have to curl them no matter what. Next, I'm going in with the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara, and I'm going to put it with, I would say I did one coat. It's not so much because I will be applying false lashes. Now, since I accidentally rubbed it on all over the place, I used a cotton bud to clean it up. Now I'm using the Salon Perfect 110 Perfectly Natural Lashes. I inserted the image here, and now I'm done putting them, and now moving on to lipstick. I'm using the Velourlips Matte Lip Cream in the shade Ny-Cee, and this is just to have the shade not move and have a really nice red. I love it. I have to grab the mirror right now because I really want that top Cupid's bow to look really sharp, so I had to grab the mirror, guys. I'm sorry. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you
Next, I'm going with the Kate Lasting Finish Lipstick. It's by Rimmel in the shade 111 Kiss of Life. And this is just going to set and moisturize a bit my lips so it stays and I get that nice vibrant red. I'm going to set my makeup with the Australis setting spray, the same one I always use. And this is the finished makeup look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Bye!